Yo, we're live. So, a couple updates here. First one, I have partnered up with one of my podcast guests. We'll see that podcast in the near future. We are creating and already have created a platform in which we connect founders with their ideal client as a tester. Not necessarily a client, but somebody who will give them feedback and give them testimonials. I've been busy with sales calls on that. I had 2 yesterday, 1 today. So far, we have 4 this weekend lined up, and plenty more to be had. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. We got some big stuff working out there. It's specifically for the AI and SaaS space that we're connecting people, founders specifically, with. If you hear this and you're interested at all, let me know. Then have a project I have to work on for my biz coaching. We are building out a automation workflow to do some stuff on LinkedIn. I have to finish creating that. I had a meeting today with a gentleman who used to have an educational business here. Now he's doing something a little bit different. Wants to see if there's something we could do to maybe work together. Pretty pumped about that. We had coffee this morning. That went very well. He's a very cool dude, older gentleman, and very successful. Super pumped about that. And that came from Facebook. Like, I did not anticipate my videos to generate any kind of traction on Facebook, and lo and behold, it's generated a connection on Facebook. They've generated multiple connections on Instagram. TikTok has generated me like 40-person email list. And YouTube has generated me some money, actually. I've made money off of YouTube already and helped out some people. So that's really cool. Now we just keep the ball rolling. We just keep on rolling. Saying my internet's super low. I'm not sure why. But either way, yeah, that's what's going on. Kind of a lot of mix. Keeping the podcast rolling. We got another podcast coming out Friday. Got the clips all rolling. I got in a pretty good routine and rhythm in regards to content creation and posting. The only thing is I have the volume down. Now I need to get the editing down. I need to get the videos better. I need to get better audio, I guess. Maybe better, like, I don't know how I want to word it, but because better isn't the right word. I've shared this before on the live stream. It's more so like a more established guest on my podcast. I've had the first few. Those gentlemen have all been very successful in their own right, doing what they do. So that's cool. The next guy I got coming up, his name is Godwin. He is the founder of Firestart Agency. Super cool dude, full of energy. As soon as we started the podcast, it was a vibe. Like, before we even actually started it, before we hit record and it was just him and I on the video call, instant vibe. So I think that one should do well. Those are all the clips that are presently going out as of Monday, June 16th, 2025. All those clips going into, I believe, Saturday on YouTube. They're going out into tomorrow on LinkedIn. TikTok, they're going out all the way up until Friday. Instagram, I have to update that. The thing I do not like about multi-posting and scheduling out content on Instagram is the fact that you can only do 15 scheduled posts at a time, whereas these other platforms let you it seems to me, post an infinite amount of times in regards to scheduling. So I don't know, I have to keep up with that. But then on LinkedIn, I have been doing an experiment now for almost a week where I'm posting every hour all day, whether it be written articles or my content I'm sharing elsewhere, such as the videos. So we'll see how well that does. I mean, I've only been doing it for about a week. I don't have a significant increase in impressions. Not quite sure how LinkedIn works. For some reason, I just feel driven to do that. Maybe it's a waste of my time. Maybe it is, but we'll find out. I mean, really what I'm doing for it, and I'll give you guys the sauce. It's nothing special. On LinkedIn, I'm just trying to get awareness. And so I am having Notebook LM, if needed, dissect a YouTube video, a major study, some sort of PDF, and break it down into the generated podcast that you can do, which I've shown you. Break it down into a mind map, briefing doc, FAQ, timeline. Not every time. Specifically, when I'm really trying to learn something, I'll do all of those. But if I'm just trying to post, I just do the briefing doc, FAQ, and the podcast. I then have a prompt that I've created. I'll show it to you, actually. I'll show you the prompt that I use. And it does pretty well, I think. You know, it's nothing like extravagant, but I'm just trying to, like I said, really build awareness. So this is the prompt that I use in Gemini. I like Gemini's writing much better than ChatGPT. And to be honest with you, I like it better than Claude. Granted, I only used Claude for like a week after doing some of this. I mean, I can try using Claude now and see what it does with this prompt. But if you go back and look at my earlier LinkedIn post, you'll see the difference when it comes to writing the actual article or post itself. I began using Claude, and then I transferred over to Gemini after giving Gemini a try, and I've just really fallen in love with Gemini, thinking that it is a lot better than ChatGPT in some ways. I go to ChatGPT when I want like a more immediate, concise answer now, and it does really well, don't get me wrong, but I use Gemini more than I do ChatGPT. Really, actually, I'll put it this way. I use Gemini a lot more for work, like posts, things of that nature. And then I use ChatGPT a lot for brainstorming and coming up with ideas, enhancing ideas. Yeah, just something where I want a very concise answer that isn't too long. Because Gemini does have a way about it that goes on. Like you ask something simple, and then it just goes on and on and on, which is cool. Ton of information, but sometimes you just want like a, quick little thing. Anyway, this is the prompt. So what I'm saying is I should try this prompt in Claude. That's all I was getting at. I know I've kind of went in multiple different directions, but that's why we went on that diversion. Anyway, so as we see here, this is the prompt that I have. It's not extremely elaborate, but it's decent. It's decent. This is the prompt I had for the thumbnails. This is like the first draft. So I have to tweak that up. As you can see, this is taken many forms. If I had shown you this prompt originally, it looked nothing like this. It looks way better now. And I think it produces better content. So basically what I do is I plug in this prompt. So I copy this prompt. I go over to, I'm not even showing you the prompt. I'm sorry. Give me a second. I just realized that. Boom. Here we go. So here's the prompt right here. So, we have the master persona, core directives, LinkedIn article structure, how I want the LinkedIn article to be structured, rules of engagement, so that way it knows exactly what it's going to do. And its mission is to essentially make a post according to the persona and structure above. Now, what I do from here is I go over to Gemini. So we'll type in Gemini. And when I get into Gemini, like you can see, this is me using it right now. This isn't actually the stuff I use today. Typically, what I'll do when I'm in Gemini is go to Pro. So I'll use Pro, I'll copy this. So I'll put that in there. And let's say I have a YouTube video that I want to make an article from. So I'll browse, see what entices me, and also what's fitting into the LinkedIn platform I have. I try to go with something that's super up to date. I tend to, because I try to stay on this every day since I'm producing the content every day. So for me, something that's 2 weeks and has kind of been mainstream like this, I already think I have a post on this. And I think I posted on it when it first came out. So unless I haven't posted on it, then if it's 2 weeks or older, I don't post it, obviously, right? Like this, I haven't seen this, but I would still potentially post this, right? So let's actually, there was one that I do want to watch, but just to give you an example of what I'm talking about here. So right here, follow LangChain, by the way. They give you so many cool updates, so many cool presentations. So I just copied that, right? Now we're going to go over here. Go to Notebook LM, go create new. Right here, I put in the link for the YouTube channel. Boom. Quite honestly, I don't know why I put the podcast in there. So we'll stop doing that right now. So we'll just do FAQ, Google Doc. We'll let that generate. And all we're going to do is this right here. We are going to paste what it produces for FAQ and what it produces for briefing doc. So we come back over here. It's already done. Copy. Come back over to Gemini. Paste. Now I go back over to Notebook LM. I go to briefing doc. Copy that. Go over here. I paste it there. Then I hit enter. It starts thinking. So that way it will then make the post. And once it makes the post, I'll show you what I do from there. Let me pull it up. So here we are. We're in LinkedIn. I go right here. And this is something I started doing today, which is I copy the YouTube video in which, or the article from where the post I'm making comes from. So I'll go here, put that down a little bit, go to schedule. We're already into tomorrow, but let me see, actually. I'll show you right here. So 8:30, so you can see we got 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30. See, I'm not joking. I have stuff going out for a while. So now we're already into the 18th. So this post, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. Why did it say deep research? That sucks. All right. Let's backtrack here. I do not want research on that. Oh, no. All right, we got to go somewhere else. So we got to go over here, start a new chat, go pro, boom, boom. I don't know how I accidentally hit deep research, but anyway, so now we're back over here. Go schedule later. Now we're going into the 8th. Boom, boom. Now we wait for this to be done. There we go. Good timing, huh? So now this is done over here in Gemini. So you copy this. Obviously, you want to read it. But I'm just showing you guys. And we'll see how well it does, right? So then I paste it in here. Go there. I space it out to make it easier to read. It looks cleaner. So, boom. So we got the video down here, and this is what it created. You tell me what you think. Your team is failing with AI because you're telling them to iterate on the prompts. This is the most popular and most useless advice in the market today. It's a command to start hacking away at a tool before you've even defined the job. It's treat it treats a powerful leverage machine like a magic 8 ball. A recent presentation by Shir Shankar on UC Berkeley Research dissected why most business data pipeline built on LLMs fail. The conclusion is refreshingly blunt. The problem isn't the AI. The problem is a staggering lack of clarity from humans trying to wield it. The researcher identified two core failures that had nothing to do with technology: the data understanding gap and the intended specification gap. In simple terms, team leaders don't understand their own data, and they can't clearly state what they want from it. They ask for pet policy clauses and are shocked when the output is a mess of irrelevant details. They haven't done the foundational work of defining that they only need clauses on dog breed restrictions under 25 pounds. The machine isn't failing to think. The leader is failing to specify. The endless prompt iteration is a frantic attempt to compensate for a lack of strategy. The ultimate competitive advantage isn't a better algorithm, it's superior human judgment. Here's how to actually get results. Master your data first. Stop tweaking prompts. Go look at your raw information. What are the weird edge cases, the oddly phrased reports, the long tail of failure models? The researchers found you cannot automate a process you do not fundamentally understand. Define your intent with extreme precision. Write your instruction as if for a hyper-literal junior employee. Ambiguity is a tax on performance. If a human could misinterpret your request, a machine is guaranteed to. Your goal is zero ambiguity. Then and only then, optimize the tool. Once you have mastery of the data and a crystal clear objective, then you can begin refining the technical side, bridging and optimization strategies before this is like bringing in optimization strategies before this is like tuning a race car engine before you've built the chassis. The AI hype sellers won't want you to believe the power is in their black box. They're wrong. The power is and always will be in your clarity. So where are your teams spending this time on disciplined prompt hacking or on the rigorous work of understanding the fundamentals of their own business? Yeah, that's not bad, huh? So that is how I do what I do. Oh, I had you stuck on this page. It's so hard keeping up with these different tabs. So I went over to LinkedIn, went here, went here, went here, went here. Kaboom. Then I scheduled the post. The post is right here. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, buddy. That's what I do, buddy. That is what I do. 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 So yeah, pretty cool, buddy. Pretty cool. Um, AI will change everything. Sleep is not what you think. I have a 200 IQ. Listen to me, boy. Listen to me here, boy. I have a 300 IQ. No, that guy is really smart. Chris Langan. Like to binge his videos every now and again. Very interesting fellow. What the fuck is this? I mean, it doesn't look super appetizing, but we are obsessed with making food look super appetizing these days. And our diets have been hijacked for so long. For so long. But I'm not one to talk. I am fat. I have a bad habit of eating too much food. So, yeah. 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 Oh. Mark Zuckerberg. The sock. So, yeah. Kind of not too sure what to talk about at the moment, honestly. Honestly. Honestly, mate. You see this right here? And this is the other thing. See? I had 147 followers last week. That keeps going up right here. So my impressions, they're down. They're down for tomorrow. So that was my highest impression day of the past 7 days. Let's go 14. So, down, kind of up, but we're not even into the 17th yet. Unless for some other people, I don't know. So that's probably when I started. Let's see. Yeah, so back in May. So we got May. Nothing. So I started posting there. And we got 395. The 13th, we had 504. That was, or 544. That was the highest. 395 today. But it hasn't. Okay. Yeah, the lowest it dropped down to was Saturday at 186. I don't think I was posting as much on Saturday either. Yeah. So Interesting, interesting, interesting. Interesting, interesting. That's pretty cool. Okay, screw it. Let's apply. We're gonna apply. Other. All right. I got on my phone for a reason. I had some updates, but I wanted to look at something else. It's not status. I want to call it status. Nah. It's too vague. Oh, man. No, I can't think of a topic. You're shorter than that, too. I don't know, man. I don't really have anything that nerdy. Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna do that. Anyway, I'm done. Peace out.